Hey everyone, this is David Brown with the migration update for May 24th, 2025 from the Derby Hill Hawkwatch. It rained pretty much all night, and by the morning the winds had settled down, but it continued to be misty rain and periods of fog that delayed the start of the count. That gave me time for a nice hike in the woods. I ended up on the bluff, but because of the rain, I didn't have my camera, which was unfortunate because I had two Brant fly by, so this was the best I could do with just my cell phone, and those were my first Brant of the season. This great blue heron gave a nice look as it flew in down below. There was a good variety of galls and terns around today. Here we have a common tern. Here we have a large chunky gull with a dark surface to the upper wings. This is a great black-backed gull. Here we have a medium-sized gull that the upper surface is dark, but not quite as dark as that last bird we saw. This is a lesser black-backed gull. From the North Lookout, I had 66 species. Around 1 o'clock, it was starting to clear up a little bit. We had little pieces of blue sky, so I started the countdown at the South Lookout, but the clear sky didn't last long, and I had some activity, and then it slowed down as it got back to the thicker cloud cover, and the winds were moderate out of the west-northwest, and temperatures remain unseasonably cold. Conditions have been so poor recently, I think there's a lot of raptors waiting for the opportunity to move when the conditions clear up at all. Here's one of 15 bald eagles that we had come through in a short time. And here's one of 20 broad-winged hawks that came through. This bird was the raptor highlight of the day. We see a raptor with pointed wings, so a falcon, and this bird was relatively large, so a large falcon, especially with this distinctive facial pattern, is a peregrine falcon. And this bird has an interesting two-toned pattern to the upper side where we see that the back of the bird is bluish. These are probably feathers that have already been replaced, whereas the wing feathers and the tail are more brown. These are probably retained juvenile feathers, so if I'm interpreting this right, this was a bird that would have been born last year and it's already replaced the underside feathers as well as the back feathers, but has not replaced the wings or tail yet. From the South Lookout, I had 31 species. I had one new species for the season, which was Brant, which brings me to 200 species for the county this year, but remember that includes the whimbrel and the laughing gull that I saw yesterday in Oswego. Taking a look at the hawk count report for our migrating raptor totals, today we had 15 turkey vultures, 1 osprey, 15 bald eagles, 4 northern harriers, 20 broad-winged hawks, 3 red-tailed hawks, 1 American kestrel, and 1 peregrine falcon for a total of 60 migrating raptors. That brings our May total to 9,810 and the season total to 88,068. Taking a look at the forecast for tomorrow, they're calling for cloudy skies with a slight chance of a rain shower, highs in the mid-50s, and winds west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour, so we'll be down at the South Lookout. I'd expect light migration. For Monday, they're calling for mostly cloudy and then afternoon sunshine with a high around 60 and light west-northwest winds, so it's a South Lookout wind again, but with that bit of sunshine, maybe we'll get more migration. Expect light to moderate. And for Tuesday, a mix of sun and clouds early, then cloudy, and it's going to be a heat wave, high around 70. Winds light and variable. Expect light migration. All right, well, it was a decent day of birding, and with the rain overnight, I didn't expect that there was much migration at all, but really in the morning, I had some flycatchers and some warblers that are different than what's been around. So obviously some birds were on the move, and it was nice to have some time to scan out over the lake. And for about an hour there down at the South Lookout, it finally felt like some real hawk watching. So hopefully we'll get a little bit more of that as we come into the final week of the Derby Hill Hawkwatch. The last day of the count is 1 week from today. So 7 days from now, the whole thing will be over and I'll be recording my last video, but hopefully we can get a few more species for the last week and hopefully some more nice raptors. So hope to see you out soon at Derby Hill. From Lyco Birds, this is David Brown. Thanks for watching. Where'd he go?